Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mike. So, first week of school is officially done pretty much. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff we had to do this week. It was just like an introductory post. We had to get our group situated because we have some group projects to do. I ordered my books because sometimes you need your books, sometimes you don't. But I always like to wait, until I can get some information from the teachers to see if I need all the books, which books do I need, if I need a hard copy. Sometimes you can actually find the books on you just Google the ISBN number. Sometimes you can find the books that way. Sometimes you can get them like an electronic version from the bookstore. So I was trying to see if they had any of those available. Unfortunately, they didn't have. I Googled them. I couldn't find any of the options, which kind of stinks. Whenever I went to the bookstore, I was checking out the ISBN number, and for some reason they did not pop up at all, like electronically. I'm like, dang! So I gotta go ahead and get the hard copy, which kind of stinks because it takes some time to get the books in, shipping, all that stuff. The good thing about it though is that these are books that I feel like are going to be very, very important for me, particularly because I am trying to go into upper management, and granted, I am renting them. I think there's like one I'm actually buying, but the other ones I'm renting, which it's all good. They're like all three leadership books, which is all good. I'm gonna need these books anyway, at least as like a reference or like a resource, just to kind of help improve myself as a manager in my current state and as a future higher level manager. Again, my goal is to go director, eventually C-suite or executive level, which I think would be really, really dope. So learning as much as I can right now, improving my management skills, my leadership skills, and just understanding ways to kind of help boost morale with my current team to help them. My goal is to help my team out. Because we're supposed to help out the whole organization, yes, but I want to make sure that my team is comfortable. Because if my team is comfortable and they can do their job, then hey, that just kind of gives them like a little extra boost. It kind of puts them in the forefront, kind of gives them a little shine. That's what I'm trying to do. Again, I feel like my job as a manager is to help out my team as much as I possibly can, whether it's just with education, whether it's information, whether it's troubleshooting, whether it is looking for different opportunities for them to kind of get a little shine in, whether it's just finding different positions for them if that's what they're looking for. My goal is to help them out in any aspect that I can. So I'm kind of looking forward to this class. There's like 3 big projects that we have to do. They don't look too crazy, but they do look like they'll be a little time consuming. So we'll see how that goes. So I've been working on that class. I'm also working on my practicum paper. And what I had to do this week is I sent out emails to my 4 committee members for my practicum, because we had to have in order to get accepted into our practicum class, we have to write a paper, and I'm working on the second part of my paper, which is headings, and we have to have a minimum of 15 headings that can encompass about 10 pages of work. So a lot of headings. And for the second assignment, which is the headings assignment, we had to send the headings to our 4 committee members to make sure that they feel like the headings that we have will be able to qualify for 10 pages of research and 10 pages of work. So I got information from two of my committee members so far. I'm just waiting for 2 more to reach back before I can actually continue on with this part of the paper. I'm actually already ahead because the part 1 of the paper is due week 3 of school, and I turned that in the beginning of December. I want to try to get things, get the ball rolling, get things knocked out. So that's all I was trying to do. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be dope. So I was already ahead, so I got a little leeway, so I'm not too worried about things right now. So it's all good. So I've been working on that. Another thing I've been working on is there are 2 different honor societies in our school. One is called Pi Kappa Pi, if I'm not mistaken. That's for like no particular GPAs, like for the overall school. And there's another one called Alpha Eta, which is the one I have a better chance of getting into. Funny story about this is I was first invited to Alpha Eta. I was invited to Pi Kappa Pi originally. It was like the first or second semester of school. And I was like, okay, cool. But at the same time, I was getting emails in my personal email about, it just said Honor Society. So I was like, well, I'm like, this is weird. So I didn't pay attention. I'm like, this must be fake. This must be fake. Da 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 da. So I kind of like just put it on the back burner. I'm like, it's like, nah. It's like I ain't getting no right to no honor society. I haven't done that much yet. But I'm gonna still try to work towards it. Come to find out, it was real, and I had a year to accept. It was sent out in like March 23, and I found out that I had a year to accept April 24. I'm like, are you serious? I just missed it. I'm like, this kind of stinks. But I'm like, you know what? It's all good. I'm gonna keep working hard. I'm keep trying, see what I can do. To get that invite again. I sent them an email. I was like, hey, if we got to invite once, is it good, or do we have to kind of like we have to kind of get re-invited? They say you pretty much have to get re-invited each time. So I'm like, dang. So you've already got some work to do to get into Pi Kappa Pi. However, with Alpha Eta, we needed a minimum of 8 references from our teachers to say, oh yeah, this person's good to go. This person, no, I'm going to vouch for this person that they're good. And to be accepted into that, you have to be in the top 20% of your class for the graduating year, pretty much, to be accepted. So you have to be in like the top 20%. You have to have at least 8 teachers nominate you. You have to send in like a short little paper, and you also have to send in like your resume, your CV, cover letter, things of that nature. And then the teachers will kind of go ahead and meet, and they'll kind of like make the announcements of who's accepted, so on and so forth. So the last thing I checked, it was last night. I got 6 already. No, it was 6 or 7 I got already of nominations. I was sitting there, so I was like, yo, can you nominate me? Can you nominate me? Can you nominate me? Your boy's putting in work. I was like, yo, nominate me, please. I was like, hey, like, I've been doing some research. I've been doing this. Do you mind nominating me? I took this class with you in this semester. Like, I appreciate you. Da 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 da. And last semester, right before I finished, one of my teachers said, oh yeah, I'll go ahead and nominate you. Da 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 da. I didn't hear from her. So on, was it Wednesday night? I think it was like Wednesday night. I went ahead and shot her another message like, hey, I know things have been busy. Do you mind go ahead and nominate me? So I'm still waiting to hear from that. However, I did get a verbal commit yesterday from my old teacher saying that they're out of town for right now, but they'll go ahead and write a nomination for me when they get back in town next week. So that will actually encompass 8 of the 8 nominations I needed. And if my other teacher nominates me, that'll give me a 9th one. So I'm gonna put all of them in, because hey, if you can get more, get more. So that's pretty dope. And one of the things I wanted to try to do is, again, school is expensive. Your boy's been paying out of pocket, and I'm like, you know what, this is like, no, it's been tough. And like, I was trying to figure out my finances and things like that, and I can afford things but I'm like, this is a little much. And one thing I've been seeing is that there's been like this trend going on. They're like, oh yeah, YouTube is pushing out new small channels and things like that. So go ahead, go ahead and make your channel. Da 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 da. And I found this out after I made my channel. So I was like, this is kind of interesting. But I'm like, I ain't gonna mention anything. I just want to grow organically, which is pretty much what I'm doing. And again, last time I checked, I'm at 25 subscribers. I'm at like almost 700 views. So for me, that is huge. So I appreciate y'all. I'm no big YouTuber. I don't have no silver plaque or anything like that. No golden plaque or people. I think it's like a diamond plaque or something like that. I got my 25 subscribers, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Rocking with my ramblings. So I was like, that's pretty dope. So I was like, yeah, people saying that YouTube is like really pushing some like smaller channels. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and see what this is about. So I've been doing some research and looking into it, and apparently been pushing a lot of smaller channels. So I'm like, hey, let me go ahead, keep doing what I'm doing, keep posting. Again, I'm trying to do the daily videos. If y'all like the daily videos, again, let me know. Drop it in the comments if you prefer the daily videos. If you just like if you prefer like day in the life, exercise, journey, like degree, like however you want the channel to kind of to grow, let me know. Because again, I have like those 3 main topics, day in the life of a PTA / health and wellness coach, exercise tips for beginners, and I have the Doctoral Journey. So again, this is gonna go in the Doctoral Journey, obviously, but if y'all want to see me like do different things, Let me know if y'all want to see me do more things, like more of like what my journey's been like for my doctorate. Let me know. If you want more exercise tips or anything specific, let me know. If you want different like words of advice or tips and tricks from the physical therapy world or the health and wellness coaching world, let me know. I can drop those videos pretty regularly. But again, my goal is to like drop a video daily. So I think I'm at like 24 videos right now. So your boy's pumping up some content. I got some shorts popping up. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing my thing. But I'm like, if YouTube can if what they're saying about YouTube is real, and if YouTube can help me pay for my last semester of school, man, that would be so dope. It's like it'll be helpful for me overall financially. It can kind of just keep on my grind, and that means I can just keep pumping out more content. Actually take a lot of stress off me also. Because again, I got 2 jobs and I got school, and when I say your boy's tired, your boy's tired. Because again, I've been working. Like I said, I used to start my first week on PTA in 2019. I was working 6 days on, 1 day off from September 2019 until November 2020. During COVID, in the COVID rooms, all that fun stuff. Your boy was in those rooms. I was the one people gowned up, bring the tablets in so people can talk to their loved ones. I was there doing therapy with patients who were sick. I was in the different ICUs. I was all over the place. And then, the health and wellness coaching job popped up. So okay, let me go ahead and jump onto that. So I was, working 6 days on, 1 day off with that. And then when I started school back in 2020, then I went ahead and started, this routine. I actually got hired back in October 2022. But I started because there's just some issues about my onboarding, so I didn't get started working until like December 2022. So it's been 2 years of working 12 days on, 2 days off, and I had 1 week off of like actual week off of vacation in this whole time. Again, if there's holidays, sometimes I'll work because my main job has we have particular dedicated holidays that we have off. So sometimes on those holidays I may work at the hospital. It depends on what's going on, if I even remember that we have the day off. Because sometimes I'm just head down, keep going type thing. Or sometimes I'll just stay home, do extra homework, or sometimes I may relax a little bit. But generally speaking, even on the holidays, your boy is working in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's at the hospital, whether it's doing homework, or just trying to plan out things. I'm a planner, and one of the things I've been trying to do is just plan out my future steps, my future goals of career growth. Because what's the saying? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I'm trying to figure out the steps I need to take in order to get to the director level, in order to get to the eventual C-suite level. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to work on. So if I can do as much planning and research now before I even graduate, so I can start working on those things, again, whether it's in my current company, whether it's in the hospital setting, if I can start planning now, then once I get there, it's like, okay, dope, then I'm on my way. But again, if YouTube can kind of help pay for school for me, and I don't have to worry about that stress, again, I'll probably still work, but I'll be able to put money towards my savings, towards my emergency fund, towards my retirement, towards graduation, towards future goals. Because eventually I want to buy a house. I'm in an apartment. My apartment is dope. Don't get me wrong, my apartment is dope. But again, my goal is to buy a house. My goal is to start investing more, for my future kids. So if I can kind of help, mitigate some of that financial stress, then your boy wants to kind of help mitigate some of that financial stress. And to be honest, that's one of the reasons why I got the second job, when I started grad school, because I was like, school's gonna be expensive. And the thing about loans is it's not always the big number of the loan that you see. It's not always, that 5-digit, whatever it's $20,000, $30,000 you get for your loan. It's the interest rate that kills people, that gets people. The interest rate is for real. It's insane. because I was in OT school, I didn't know anything about student loans at all. I was like, okay, yeah, I just needed to get something because I was starting school like in 2 weeks, and like it was like an emergency. Like, okay, I just need something. Like, everything was rushed. And I just got the first loan that I found. Which, if you have time to plan, don't do that. Don't go for the first thing you find. Research, like all these things. My loan was like 10.4%. 10.4% for student loans. And it's usually like I didn't realize how bad it was until years later. I was able to get refinanced for like just around 4. I was like, "Are you serious? Like, this is insane." Because I was just like, "Hey, I'm just gonna start knocking this out. Working as hard as I can, knock this out, da 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 da." And then when I found out how bad it was, and actually realized how bad it was, I was like, "This is insane." And this is one of the reasons why people struggle so much. Particularly students, whenever they're just graduating, things like that, they don't know. Some people don't know. Again, I personally did not know, because this was my first time taking out a loan. Well, for student loans, I had a car loan, but I actually be able to pay that off really well, because my car loan was like I had a really good interest rate, but I know that it was that bad for my student loans. So I will make a video about debt payoff, because I'll admit, I'm debt free right now. I'm 100% debt free. I just have my regular bills. My insurance, my phone, my life insurance, things like that. I just have those regular bills. I don't have any debt, which is a huge blessing. I can go ahead and make a video about that. My overall debt payoff journey. Things I did, what I recommended, the pros and cons of that. I can definitely make a video about that, later on, to kind of help you guys out. But again, I'm just gonna keep posting, keep sharing my knowledge I got with you guys, keep sharing my journey, whether it's about exercise, whether it's about school, whether it's about work, whether it's about just overall career growth, just different things like that. I do want to start to implement some emotional support stuff in here also, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do that with my exercise tips or my school tips. They can kind of both fit, because the stress with mental health is real. We need help mentally, emotionally, physically, particularly with school, because sometimes school can be very, very lonely, and you need to have a good support system. With exercise is a good stress reliever, and it can kind of help mitigate some of those stressors that you have. So I do want to talk about some stress management techniques and things of that nature. I'm not sure if I want to talk about it with exercise or talking about my overall doctoral journey. I may drop something in both. We'll see what happens. But again, sorry about that. But again, school, like 1 week down of school, things looking up. Your boy is excited about where things can go with my paper, with these nominations I'm getting from these teachers, and what this class is going to look like. I'm kind of curious to see what the books are going to be about. Again, I'm kind of interested about leadership, because in my main job, we actually had a it was 2 years ago. We had an offsite. Then they wanted us to read a book. So, okay, cool. So he broke with some like different groups, and they're handing out books. There's a book that I got called Authentic Leadership. It is a really, really good book. It's not super, super long. It's kind of straight to the point a little bit, but has some good tidbits in there. And there was 4 tenets that kind of really stuck out to me. And it was understanding yourself, leading yourself, understanding others, and leading others. Because if you can't understand yourself, you can't lead yourself. If you don't understand other people, then you can't lead other people. So I'm kind of curious to see, what kind of tips and tricks I can take from that book, mix it with the books I'm getting in, see what I'm learning from those, how I can compare and contrast. Because the current class I'm taking is about conflict resolution. So see how I can take that old book, these 3 books that are coming in, see what the topics are about in school, see how I can kind of get these things all mixed up and mashed up, and see how they can work for me with my overall growth, so I can start looking at things. Because I'm all about what can I learn and how can I implement these different tips and tricks into my life. again, it's important to know, like the way my kung fu teacher used to say is like, you want to have a vast array of knowledge. You want to have your whole work shed. However, you also have your toolbox. So you may not need everything that's in the work shed all the time, but you have your key things in your toolbox. You know that if you're a carpenter, you know you're gonna need a hammer. You know you're gonna need, putty. You know you're gonna need a saw. You know you're gonna need certain things, but you still have drill bits. You still have levels. You still have all these other things in your shed. So have your shed, but have your toolbox also. So I'm really curious to see what I can put into my personal woodshed, but also my personal toolbox, just to see how I can grow as a leader and how I can grow as a person. I'm all about trying to learn, to see what I can learn, see what I can pick and choose, and see what kind of knowledge I can spread across with other people, because I want to help out. I've been helped out by so many people that I want to be able to share the knowledge that I've had with other people and just kind of like help other people grow. And that I find that to be a big blessing that I can share with other people. I don't know everything. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. But the knowledge that I have, I want to share with other people so that they can kind of help. So they can also grow. Because again, we have to grow, as much as we can. So I'm all about growth, physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm all about just helping people out. So like I said, first week down, I'm kind of excited to see where things are gonna go. Excited to see if YouTube is gonna help me pay for this degree, because if they can, hey, I will take every penny that I can get, YouTube. I ain't too proud to beg. But again, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for chopping it up with me a little bit, and I'll check y'all later. All right, bye.